This is the new 18th tee here at Royal Troon, and just imagine the prospect of standing here needing a 4 to be the champion. A narrow fairway, deep bunkers on either side, and the green hard by the clubhouse. A daunting prospect indeed, but I'm sure we might well see just that sort of action come Sunday night.
The Open Championship returns to Royal Troon this July. It'll be the 9th time the Claret Jug has been contested over the Ayrshire Links. It was at Troon that Mark Calcavecchia wrote himself into golf's oldest story back in 1989.
I'd won, 4 tournaments in a short period of time and was playing well coming into the Open. And when I got there and I played my first practice round, I knew I loved the golf course right off the bat. So just everything kind of fell into place. Wayne Grady was, leading the tournament pretty much the whole week and was quite a ways ahead of me. And winning the tournament really wasn't a thought.
And so at the end of a remarkable third round, Wayne Grady of Australia is 12 under par, 69 today, leads by 1. Good afternoon from Royal Troon. You can tell, I think, what a wonderful day it is. Hot sun, it's going to be a tremendous afternoon. The Australian Greg Norman is the hot man at the moment. He is now in joint second place alongside Tom Watson.
I got on 12 and I hit my drive in the right rough and ended up about 15 yards left of the green in a little swale of dirt. So I thought, well, if I try to bump it into the hill and I don't get it up the hill, I may make a double bogey, so let's just try to fly it on the green, keep it on the top tier, and maybe make a 30-footer for par, was my thinking.
Calcavecchia at the 12th. Remember, he hooked his second shot to this relatively simple par 4, and straight in the hole. Almost embarrassed by it. And that'll take him to 11 under par.
It's like I blinked when it went in. It just, all of a sudden, it just disappeared. And it just caught me by such surprise. I was like, when something like that happens, I fully believe that you're penciled in. No one's ever won a golf tournament without getting lucky more than once, trust me. And that was certainly a miracle.
Now Calcavecchia's second shot to the last after that massive drive.
I had a perfect yardage for a nice full 8-iron. And I got up over it, and just a wave of nerves hit me because I knew I had to hit it, close, or at least give myself a good look at birdie because I knew Greg Norman was in at 13 under.
Don't go too far. Oh, sweet. Handsome strokes. Well, now, he's got that little putt to tie with Greg Norman at 13 under.
I actually backed off of it, which I don't do very often. I backed off of it and regrouped and said, okay, just do your thing, do what you've been doing, and got up over it and just made a perfect swing and just flushed it right at the hole. A few feet left of it with a slight fade, and it hit and stopped and ended up about 3.5 feet just left of the hole.
Calcavecchia for a birdie 3 to tie with Greg Norman, and right in the middle, a terrific finish for Mark Calcavecchia, round of 68.
When Wayne didn't birdie 18, and I realized we were in a 3-man playoff, Greg and I were standing there, and I said, okay, I just assumed we were going back to 18. I said, are we going back to 18? And he goes, no, we're playing 1, 2, 17, 18. We're playing 4 holes. And I'm like, oh, thank God, I can maybe screw a hole up and still have a chance. So, then Greg birdied 1 again, and then he birdied 2 again.
That's the way you do it. Every shot counts, but advantage to Mr. Norman at the moment.
I made the 30-footer, and, other than being happy about making it, it always feels good to make a 30-footer anytime. And then, of course, Greg poured his right in, and I was still 1 down. But at least I knew I still had a chance.
This for a par 3, Greg Norman, the 3rd playoff hole.
I had the honor. The first time around, I hit a really good drive, but I didn't hit it as far as I thought I could have, and I was only about 4 yards short of that bunker, so I knew it was reachable. Bruce Edwards said, "Beauty, Greg," and you know, they were already 10 yards off the tee, and I'm still watching it, and I saw it catch the bunker by about a foot. I said, well, he's going to have to chip out. You can't hit it more than 50 yards from there. All the way up to my ball, I just told myself, just hit it on the middle of the green. He's going to have to get up and down from 100 and some odd yards to make par, and if you make par, you're still going to be alive and you might win. And anyway, I got up there and I had a perfect lie and hit the 5-iron of my life.
Stand still, please.
Looks as if he's enjoying that. That's the reason. That is the reason, ladies and gentlemen. That really was a sparkling shot.
It looked like it was 2 feet. It was 7 feet, but it looked like it was 2 feet from back there, and that's when Greg tried to hit the miraculous shot and hit it in the cross bunker, and the rest is history.
He's having a little smile to himself now. Don't do anything foolish. Don't hit it twice. Mark Calcavecchia. Well, well, well.
I got up over there, and I kind of short-stroked it a little bit. I kind of recoiled a little bit, but it barely got there and fell in. But again, I knew that I could 3-putt and win the Open from 7 feet. I like my odds from there.
Mark Calcavecchia is the Open champion for 1989.
I remember, you know, putting my arms in the air and shaking hands, and then it was just kind of all a blur, really, after that. The next thing I really remember was riding back to the hotel, drinking champagne and looking at the jug, and I looked at my caddy and I said, I can't believe what just happened, can you? You know, and we just started laughing. It was just a great time.